Mandatory Update Nights, Vegas.
Hey everybody, welcome to Mandatory Update Nights.
We are coming at you live.
Fast and loose.
Live and fast and loose from PSX in Las Vegas, Nevada.
We are in a room that Sony gave to Huber in the Palazzo, or
Huber,
Palazzo.
Great room. How do you feel about it?
It makes me uncomfortable.
Why is that?
It is bigger than my house. And
Can we talk about this art?
I like modest rooms.
A lot of erotic art in this
Erotic
room,
art.
Huber.
Yeah, I didn't put it there.
We have, of course, with us today, Teddy Diefenbach.
Good evening. We're going to show this at night, right? It's not like a day for night sort of thing?
It's the internet, so who knows when they're watching it, but if they're watching it during the day, they're doing themselves a disservice. Because this show's fast and loose.
It needs to be watched between the hours of 12:33 a.m. and 2:41 a.m. for optimal viewing conditions.
For optimal
That is
viewing
completely
conditions.
incorrect, but thank you, Huber.
And if you sync it up with the second lion roar, it freaks you out. It syncs up in really weird ways.
And you'll notice there are a bunch of munchkins that hung themselves from the trees.
Yeah. We have, of course, with us our DJ.
DJ Tanner.
DJ Tanner.
Curating the silky smooth tracks.
Yeah. Bass drones that you can probably not hear.
We also have the man with the camera and the plan, Omar de Armas.
The planra.
Omar the weapon.
Omar of Weapons.
The first son of weaponry.
Yes. That's your name, full name?
That's what my name translates into.
Did you just say the first scent of weaponry?
First son?
Oh, not scent.
No.
I heard first scent of weaponry.
Either one works though.
Omar, ever since you played a Crusader in Diablo 3, every time I look at you, I think of a Crusader.
We make no apologies for the audio quality of this podcast. It's been an extraordinarily long weekend, and we opted for 2 hand mics because it was A, easier, and B, more ridiculous. So that's why this is happening. She's talking right now, and you can't even hear the horrible racist things that she's saying. It's bad. It's really bad. So thankfully... What? Defend
And
yourself.
Last but not least, we got Michael Huber.
We got Michael Huber.
Huber hype.
So,
Huber
You've been
hype.
pure hype this entire weekend.
yeah, I'm feeling it now. Tell everyone about the busted wheel situation.
Oh, good lord! So we spent a lot of hours today shooting like bonus round and all that stuff, and just played, and then we took. Because you have to hire a bellhop to move all the equipment, and it costs money, so we didn't want to do that. So we got someone at the PlayStation Experience to give us this cart, and it was this big box, like this tall, and it had these tiny little caster wheels on the bottom of it.
It's made of like wood from
It's
a
made out of
pirate
wood
ship.
from a pirate ship. Yeah.
So it's not.
It's ridiculous.
capable of
This
holding
box was
anything.
ridiculous. And 3 different people in the elevator asked us if we had a body in it.
Yeah.
And we were like, this is really weird. What are you guys up to?
The
It's
weight
Vegas.
of the equipment in the cart was excessive.
About
enough that
1,000
it
pounds.
Broke 2 of the wheels.
Well, first of all, we went to the wrong hotel
Yes.
tower, and then we came back down, and then someone told us that it was quicker to go through the shops, the Palazzo shops, but it was a cobblestone street. So one of the wheels broke off, so the cart was just like, blap, 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 every 5 seconds, and then the other wheel broke, and we had to push it, and then we had to carry it, but it was like...
They didn't break, you broke it.
Yeah, it was a hilarious nightmare.
It broke.
So anyway, that was fun.
See, I thought you were gonna tell the bust it story.
Oh,
That's my personal favorite.
I want to hear the
Tell the
busted
busted-
story.
So we're driving, and we're stuck on, what's the big street here?
Sands or Las Vegas?
Las Vegas
Sands,
Boulevard?
whatever.
Whatever the big street is that you
The-
can't
the
you
strip,
can't go
the new
anywhere
strip.
because everyone's everywhere. We're passing the hotel. There's an opportunity for a U-turn. I say, should I do a U-E? Ian goes, bust it. So I start to do a U-E, and then he goes, what are you doing? And then I stop in the middle of the street and right myself so I can make a regular left turn.
It should be noted that we started this entire exercise after the turn light turned red. So we were just like, here. I thought he was gonna turn left, so I said bust it, but he thought we were talking about
Well, and
you.
can I just say, after Ian's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And Omar goes, I said, should I pull a Yui? And you said, bust it. it was the way Omar said it with such disdain.
Bust it.
Bust it. You said bust it.
I don't recall ever having said bust it in my entire life. Teddy, tell us about your PlayStation experience.
I would say so far my experience has been busting it.
Oh, okay. Classic. Yeah. Classic.
It's been great. I don't know. It's cool. It's not as crowded as like a PAX, so it's been pretty chill.
Yeah.
Is it more crowded than you thought it would be?
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
We need to establish boundaries.
What do you mean, Teddy?
I don't know. I thought it was going to be super empty because there was a keynote this morning that ran really long. So, like, they were like, oh, it'll be done at 11, and then the doors will open, and then it will flood with people. Like, and that happens at PAX. There's, like, a keynote, and then you hear, like, thousands of screaming people come in, and you feel like World War Z, and, like, they're just flopping over each other. I thought that was going to happen this time.
Like a Walmart on Black Friday.
They accidentally
We were right by the door.
let...
Don't spill this insider info.
No, it's fine. Somebody accidentally
I don't know names, so
Yeah.
I can't throw anyone under the bus.
They
Find
let
out
some
the
people in
names.
early
let
before the
people in
keynote was
early.
finished.
Yeah. Chaos.
People started sprinting.
It was probably like 1,000 people
They
came out
ri-
early.
They realized the error of their ways, so then they shut the drapes again.
Yeah.
I'm standing over there. Someone pushes me aside. An employee says, "Excuse me," pushes me aside.
Some executive.
Yeah. Another executive comes over, earpiece, looks like Rambo, says, "What the fuck just happened?"
Uber.
It's Truber.
And I just went to go get some water. I
Yeah.
wanted no part of that.
So there mistakes were made.
Yeah. I was way beyond the front lines.
But-
Yeah.
So.
But did you get to go to the Game Awards last night?
Yes, No, I didn't. I don't even remember.
You were going
Who
to
are
lie.
you?
No, I was supposed to go, and then instead I had dinner on the Venice canals.
That sounds beautiful.
And then I caught a lovely Christmas concert. And then I watched the second half of them on the stream.
Well,
They were
we-
lovely, actually.
Yeah,
they
we
were
gathered
a
in
lot of technical
in,
problems, but they were really good spirit.
We gathered in Ian and Omar's hotel room. We got some room service, and
Yeah.
we watched the Game Awards. Really excellent. Some technical problems, but in terms of like thought and like
Creative liberties in the camera angles on that.
Yeah. They were like, it was like a weird French movie. Like sometimes it was just like,
had that profile.
yeah, they were like talking about,
Profiles just like behind Keely's ear.
yeah, like him and Reggie talking about whatever, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh.
It was one half of that shot from Minority Report where like we're looking like this, but we're not looking at each other.
like they had one camera that wasn't supposed to be there, and he was like, "Oh shit!" Like
But then they were like, they did it. I feel like they did. We had a foreign exchange student, to tell an illustrative story. We had a foreign exchange student one time who put orange juice in his cereal, and he kept doing it. And our
doesn't sound
theory,
terrible.
no, our theory, I tried it. It was not good. Our theory was that he did it the once, and then he kept doing it to avoid the embarrassment of admitting that he had made a mistake in the first place. So I think that they made that angle once, and then the TD or whoever was like, "Fuck, just keep doing it. They'll think
But
it's
only
a
for
choice."
split second.
Yeah,
Only for a split second.
never for more than 4 or 5 seconds. But just keep doing it, and then they'll think we made this choice.
There was a good one on Reggie. That was the one that everybody was
Yeah,
tweeting about. Like,
yeah.
oh my, that profile.
Yeah. Reggie has a strong profile.
Well, he's half Frankenstein, so
Reggie
Somebody in our-
Fils-Aimé is a perfect man. No one.
Reggie Fils-Aimé is a sweetheart. Somebody in our Twitter said that Sean Layden, the like whatever of Sony, looked like a mob boss, and we were like, "Yeah, that's actually
kinda
pretty
does.
apt. He looks like a mob boss." But whatever, he seems fine. Not the greatest public speaker.
He's a super nice guy. I love Sean
He
Layden.
seems nice.
We went to
I like Adam Boyes. He's
what
really
does
Adam-
nice.
do? Do you know?
Yeah, what's
like-
his title?
Oh man, president of something.
He's
I think
president of Sony.
He's like
Entertain-
president of
America.
Sony, yeah.
Yeah, Sony America, I think. Or
Have
maybe
you
Europe as
interfaced
well.
with him directly?
No, I think
Yeah,
he's just America.
I went to a Sony dinner during E3,
Oh.
and it was like a developers in Sony, and we were just like, it was particularly indies, and they wanted to like talk more with us. And so I was having a really good conversation with my friend Zach Gage, who's a designer from New York, and we were just talking about super nerdy stuff. And so we kind of took like a table in the back when the dinner seating began, thinking like, okay, we won't have to sit with anyone and talk about like business or anything. And there was 2 seats reserved at every table for Sony people. There was like 2 Sony spots. Everyone was like, oh, I wonder who we're gonna roll in our like random
Right,
Sony
right.
draw. And we got we got Sean Layton, and we got Shuhei Yoshida, who's like
my
the
God.
world.
What?
You guys hit the jackpot.
You were on like a miracle table. I wonder if they chose you, maybe.
I didn't even know. I was just, I don't know. I was too dumb. Like Shuhei was next to me.
I
and he
imagine
met-
like Shu has like an entourage, like a rapper anywhere.
Shu seems really cool.
Oh,
super
man.
cool. Yeah, and then
Too
when
cool.
I Twitter followed him right after that dinner, it was like his name was currently Shuhei Broshida, and I was like, this guy's really cool.
So yeah, we should probably mention Teddy. For those of you not in to know, he's making a game called Kyoto Wild, and he also does work on the ever so glorious Hyperlight Drifter. Yes. What else is that? What else you got cooking? Is that
What
everything?
else is that got cooking?
Is that not enough? That's enough.
That's
Plenty.
it. That's all.
He also makes very good music videos occasionally
With this guy.
Parody videos.
with us guys.
guys.
Are we doing another one?
I think so. At some point. Maybe after Christmas.
That was my thought.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, so don't tell Shuhei this, but then after that dinner, so he gave me his business card. That's when I actually realized who I was talking to, because I didn't know. For like 20 minutes, he was like, "What could we do better at Sony?" And I was just like, "Here's what you could do better at Sony. I'll tell you what," because I've been.
He probably thought you were a straight shooter. You know?
Well, then I had to go with it, kind of like the orange juice thing. I was like,
Yeah, you're like,
is one
shit, I'm in too deep.
but he gave me his
I'm
card.
this guy now.
And so then I was so psyched about it that I did a photo series with his cards for like the next 3 weeks, wherever I was. I took selfies with his card. So I have like him and me at the Apple Store in the Grove in LA, and I've got some like nice landscape shots and good views of LA.
Did he acknowledge any of them?
Oh, I did not tweet them or tell him, because I'm
Aw,
pretty sure for a
man.
Japanese businessman, that's like the worst thing you can do to them is take
Well, wait.
selfies with their
Was the business card facing outwards, so you'd like publicize his number if you put these on Twitter?
That's true.
That's
what I thought you were
everyone would know his fucking info
I
if
thought
you
you'd-
put this
now,
out.
The 30,000 people that watch this are going to go digging through your Twitter
Yeah, they're gonna
photos
find.
trying to get his.
He didn't tweet him.
Oh, I see.
Facebook.
No.
So you just kept these for yourself.
You can hack into my iCloud, though.
So,
Please.
so wait a minute. You did these for no one but yourself.
And my friends.
Okay. I was like, this is some weird fetish of yours, like this Shuhei business card thing that you go home and you're like, yeah.
There's not a fetish to take photos with a card and then frame them and put them on your wall and listen to them every morning.
It depends on
Explain. Let's expand that last thing. Listen to them.
let's expand a different conversation.
Okay. All right.
Hubert.
Moving on.
What were you more impressed with, Game Awards or the PSX keynote?
Don't worry, Keely doesn't watch this. Probably.
The PlayStation experience, because it felt like E3 in there. Just had this
Except with no
magical
bullshit.
vibe. Yeah, it just had.
No Microsoft, no Nintendo. I am a PlayStation fangirl.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Too much. I like the Game Awards better.
Really?
Yes.
We haven't
Got
had a lot of
Zelda-
chance to go around looking at PSX yet. We've been working all
haven't-
day.
Yeah, we have been, but
Tomorrow
I
is our
don't know,
time
man.
to shine.
I do want to go
Nintendo.
back and watch the keynote. Whoa.
Yeah, I need to see the
Uncharted
keynote.
4.
Legend of Zelda.
Yeah. You can't
Dude, that Legend of
can't
Zelda.
even top it.
My favorite thing about the Legend of Zelda drop, well, not the drop, but like expansion
Yeah.
of information, whatever.
Was the two of them
Was
sitting together
it was
talking?
just yeah, but like that's such a Nintendo thing to do.
Yes.
Like I love Nintendo.
That's why
like
I love the
despite all my
Directs.
bullshit, like they're so just like soft core about everything. They're so chill
It was
about
this
everything.
intimate way
Yeah.
to show your game.
Because-
It was so personal.
And they're just like laughing and joking
They're-
about like, oh yeah, those trees. Haha.
They're not putting on any airs. They're
Yeah.
like, this is the game.
There were
This
apples
is the
here last
player.
time I was here.
Now you ride a horse here.
Yeah.
Like I love that very like.
And their
Just
their
gentle,
translated
methodical
voices
way.
are always very like, oh, and yes, here's you can shoot arrows at this part. Oh yes, ha ha ha. Like it's just so.
They're just so plain. Like it reminds me of when Iwata did the unboxing of the Wii or the Wii U, and the very first thing he said was, "Oh, this is kind of heavy and difficult to open."
Like he'd never seen it before.
My own thing. It's like, man, this is heavy.
Like someone behind camera who made the boxing was like crying and fired himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am sorry.
Yeah, I have brought dishonor to my family.
Oh man, dude, those awards were good though. I've been such a fan of like the awards improving, like,
Yeah.
and I think they did, right? Like there was, I think, 0 rappers on stage this year. Not that I love rappers.
It's got dangerously close to country,
Well,
but
Tim
yeah.
Schafer was there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. But he's a rapper / actor,
Yeah.
and that's different.
True.
But I think like I've been interested to see
And a model.
if we can have an award show where people like actually want to watch video game people talk about video
Yeah.
games, because
Yeah.
like that could be kind of nerdy and boring.
There was only there was only like 2 or 3 people on there that weren't video game people.
Those two
and
streamer guys were really weird.
the ones they
whatever
called
they were.
comedians when they
Yeah.
walked out. Those people were terrible.
And like they took the Blizzard
They
guy's
took-
thing, and then Jeff was like, "No, he's actually here." Like that was really weird.
Yeah.
But the thing I liked about it, you and I were talking about this, is like because he like did it himself, like and had like the people help funding or whatever, but like it was actual video game people. Like there was no Papa John's bullshit, no like weird like backers that had to like have shoot in like
That's the thing is because usually any award show we have like Hyundai is doing a sponsorship.
and
Papa
it's like
John's is doing
really
one.
forced.
But because I'm assuming the sponsorships came from the video game companies directly themselves.
Yeah.
So
I think he paid for some of it himself too.
He did.
Yeah,
Is that
for
okay?
sure. Yeah.
So I think like it's like the advertising was just ingrained in the content, which
Yeah.
is like
Like him taking a minute and a half to do a spiel about like, hey, a lot of games are on sale this weekend on Steam. Like, go check it out. Like, yeah, that's an ad. Yeah, they paid
it
him to
doesn't
do that.
feel like an
but
ad.
also, it's like that's an ad
good
that we're like, yeah,
advice.
it's like it's good advice. It's like
relevant
we
information.
care about it's like I don't
Yeah.
want
And
fucking
it's like-
a Hyundai.
it's like well a lot of these games are on sale. The games are on sale this weekend.
Well, they
because
are a
they're-
steal.
They're a lot of these games are on sale this weekend because it's tying into the Game Awards, which so they wouldn't be on sale
Yeah.
otherwise.
Yeah. So Teddy, when does Hyper Light Drifter come out?
Next year, 2015.
2015 is going to be one hell of a year.
I hope so. I mean, I hope it's not a hell of a year around like the week when we release, except for our game.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Well, it seems like Sony's doing a decent job of spreading out the Louvre.
It's gonna get hard, right? Like I was just talking to Sony today about that. That like,
It's already
there's
hard.
so many good games that are come out next year.
Every game that's ever been made is coming out next year.
Pretty much.
Confirmed.
They're re-releasing all of them, so
Yeah,
Are they
Final
re-
Fantasy VII.
I don't understand that. So
it's
I
a
missed-
P. It's
Can we
just
talk
the
about
P.
that
It's the
Final Fantasy
PC
VII
port.
moment,
Let's do
please?
it. Here
Can we talk about
we all
that?
ran over to peek through a gap to see the fucking
This
keynote
total
while we're in there
stranger
setting up. Yeah, talking to
started,
us.
like embracing me.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
this is it. This is
This
it.
is it. And then like there was a hushed silence
Yeah.
of me and like this other stranger
Yeah.
that did the same thing to me, and we were just standing there like, is this happening? Is this happening?
Wait, time
And then
out.
we were really confused because we were watching it through a crack in the wall, so we weren't sure if it was an HD remake
Like a Porky's
or it was like Porky's. It was we were like looking and like there's like, oh, she's gonna take off her HD remake.
But it did not take off its HD remake.
It did not, because it was just the fucking PC port
I don't
on
understand.
PlayStation 4. It's just the same game. Probably runs a little better,
They
but
showed
looks
the
the
logo
same.
first. Everyone thought
Everyone
it was
had
gonna
a
be an HD
goddamn
remake.
heart attack. But it's
just
just
the game.
It's
It's just the
PC,
the one you could get on PS3 basically.
Yeah.
Also. Yeah.
It's nothing.
Crushed.
You,
It was
you
on
told me
PS3.
you thought
yeah.
you told me you thought it looked a little upresed.
Well, it's just the
Well,
PC.
the PC version
I
like
see.
runs
Yes.
better and has
Yeah.
like whatever, but like it's not the HD glorious like oh my god remake that everyone's been wanting for 100 years.
No.
Like that's the funny thing is like, I mean I guess to HD remake 7 you'd have to remake 7.
Yeah,
Right?
But I bet you they could go in and redo all those cutscenes pretty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The cutscenes,
all
but
they
the
would have to
the
do.
whole rest of the game,
No,
you can't.
keep it all
Yeah.
sprites like that. That's fine. People
But their
like it.
polygons like terrible.
fans.
Yeah.
They're
like
not terrible.
well, that's true. Some people
It's
love the
so,
polygon.
dude,
like-
you know what's so good about the art in that game though is it's a testament to like video game development compromise. Like the cutscenes are, I mean, not anymore, but they were
Yeah.
beautiful, and the art's beautiful, and then they have different polygon characters for the battle mode and the town world mode and the map. Because they couldn't do anything about it. They couldn't like fix the poly counts. They just did different versions for each one, and they don't look the same at all.
I
But they're
didn't
all
listen to
great.
any of that because I got distracted by your amazing boat shoes.
Oh hi.
You've got a real nautical thing happening right now. You've got this
I
stripy
love it.
French
Wolf
belt.
of Wall
You
Street
have
vibe.
you have a goddamn anchor.
He's an
for,
indie
You're like
developer,
yacht
ladies and
rock right
gentlemen.
now.
Yacht
Is this your
rock?
thing?
It's getting to be.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
noticed.
You're bougie.
The last
yacht.
month I've seen you, like you've gotten more and more nautical.
Is that what's
Yeah.
going on? I'm like slipping into
You're
it.
slipping into Nautica.
Do you miss the sea?
I do. I'm from the East Coast, where the sea is
Oh.
closer.
Ah.
Yeah, I guess.
We're pretty damn close to the sea. we can bike to the sea. Well, not right now. We're in the freaking desert, but
I don't know. Well, I have like I spent some of my childhood playing tennis.
you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
On that note,
We need to tie this around your neck, this sweater.
Okay.
quick
Wait,
run
like
through
a kill?
of everything
Yeah.
we've been impressed with so far. Tomorrow, Children.
Teddy's outfit.
Teddy's outfit.
Have that.
Bloodborne.
Yeah, Bloodborne. Oh my god.
I'm stoked on Severed from Drinkbox.
Drinkbox.
That game is rad.
I get another. The Order.
Until Dawn looks like it'll be really dumb fun and like fun to play.
Why dumb?
Y2K.
Because I think it's supposed
Have
to
you seen
be.
that game?
No.
Y2K?
Yeah, it's like 4 booths down from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
right
like
near
a
you.
really cool art style.
This turn-based RPG where this group of internet outcasts tries to save their friend that has been sucked into another dimension in the internet, and you're jumping through
Okay.
Matrix style. Looked really
The game
cool.
next to it, Chroma Squad,
Chroma Squad,
looked pretty fun. Sentai Tactical Manager. So you're like a bunch of people, like teens or like 20 somethings, running a TV station trying to make like a Power Rangers kind of show. And it's a tactical RPG also.
Oh my
But it's
God.
also like a manager sim. It sounds like the craziest thing ever.
Oh my God.
And then Salt and Sanctuary, made by 2 people. It's Metroidvania, seamlessly interconnected, crazy hard bosses, like hopefully like a Dark Souls, Bloodborne kind of vibe. It looked freaking crazy.
Yeah, that game looks rad. I've been excited for that for a while now.
Yeah, I remember seeing a trailer a while ago.
Yeah,
And I was like,
that's a
oh
beat-up
my
game.
god.
Yeah, is it gonna come across how many games are at
There
this
are-
event? It is overwhelming. There is no
Like
way
more
you
than
could,
1,000?
That devotion.
not 1,000.
100,
no.
500 plus.
No,
300 plus.
There's
250 plus.
200 games, maybe 150 games.
More
it
than
seems like.
20 games are at PlayStation Experience.
Did you find one phone that has like 800 games on it?
Yeah.
That's like
I found it on the ground.
I think like having a huge indie section.
There's an entire
though,
wall
it gives
called
you the opportunity-
Devotion.
Yes, but you know you
Devotion.
can have like 1 kiosk per game, and then you have
A veritable
ton of
ocean of devs.
a veritable East Coast sea.
Yes.
Yeah, and they
Devs.
didn't even just do kiosks. Like for all the us indies, like we have booths. We have the booths that we would have if we paid thousands of dollars to go and do the indie mega booth.
You had to get yourself here, though, yeah?
Yes, that's true.
I was talking to a guy who came in from Brazil and he had to fly himself. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I had to fly myself, but then I missed my flight.
How'd you get here?
I drove.
Wow.
Oh shoot! What was the game that was announced? The train car.
Oh.
That was from the Brothers developer.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was by Hazelight Studios. Was that the Hazelight one?
Yeah.
Or was that... I don't know if there was a name.
I don't remember there.
I think it was just awesome train
Sorry,
car
I was just
simulator.
imagining you hopping boxcars to get to PSX,
Oh.
and that made me think of
Yeah.
It felt a little like.
Sipping on drinks
Ooh.
while
ooh.
dressed like you're from the East Coast.
You know what I'm excited about? And this is gonna suck because I can't remember the name of it. But the new game from Fulbright, the guys who did Gone Home.
Yeah.
Oh, who-
Tacoma?
who is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? It started with a T and
Yes.
ended with an Oma.
I'm excited
There's
about
probably
it
an
as
ack
well.
in the
Don't you
middle.
love when a game shows you 20 seconds or 30 seconds, and then your mind just goes off on the
Yeah.
endless
Yeah.
possibilities?
Here's the thing, dude,
of
like-
what it is and what it can be.
Fulbright, like... I mean, they've only made the one game, but, like, goddamn.
So good.
Also, super exciting to me is the cross pollination. My friend Tynan Wales, who used to work on, he used to work with Steve Gaynor on Bioshock stuff, I believe, which is how they met. And he was a Glitch City member in Los Angeles for a while, and he was working with Brendan Chung on Quadrilateral Cowboy.
I didn't know he had someone else working on him with
Yeah,
that.
it's like the only person Brennan's ever, to my knowledge, has
Ever
ever collaborated with. And so he was doing
yeah,
like
he was
cool
helping,
level
yeah.
designs and sweet scenario designs, and now he's working with Fulbright on this. I didn't know what he's working on, but now I know, and I'm very excited because I know the sort of crazy stuff they were doing in Quad Cow.
Oh, cool.
So whatever.
I
they're doing
described
is
it. I described a mechanic to Brendan one time, and then I saw a similar thing in Quad Cow, and I was like, "Did you get this idea?" I'm sure he didn't,
Do
but
you
I
want
was
to call
like,
him out on it? Do you want to say
"No,
it?
I don't. I love Brendan Chung." Can I just take this moment to do a reverse call out
Okay.
to just say that Brendan is one of the nicest and coolest people I know?
He insists upon himself.
They've been saying this fucking everything insists upon itself this weekend. They've
He
been saying it
insists
over and over and
upon
over,
himself.
over and over again. Brendan Chung is a goddamn
I know,
sweetheart,
he seems
though.
like a very, very nice
He's
man.
great.
I just wanted to say that.
Teddy's great.
He
My-
insists
Brendan's
upon
great.
himself.
Glitch City is one of the greatest groups of people, and I'm sorry, I'm sad that it makes me so depressed to be around you.
No, that's weird. You shouldn't be depressed. You should be excited, and you should
You
join us.
shouldn't air your personal life on this.
There's no personal life.
This is a sexy, fast and loose show.
We're playing it fast and loose. Sometimes you get weird and sad. when you play it fast and loose.
Make it slower and tighter for a second. There's an activity that I started doing with Brendan because I discovered that Brendan Chung had never been to a sporting event, like a professional sports game.
And rightly so.
I guess. But Cara Ellison was in town and when she was doing an embed piece.
I saw the Facebook pictures of this.
Yes, we went to Brendan's first sporting event, which was a baseball game. And then last week, I went with
hockey, too.
Yes, with Asher Volmer, who made threes and is making close castles. And we go as video game
Castles
I didn't
was
realize
really
he made close castles also.
Yeah, that's his new thing.
I like threes a lot.
Me too.
Threes is pretty good, Asher. You tricked me into doing math.
Apple's game of the year.
Ho!
Maybe you could have coaxed him into coming onto the Indie Games Live. Because we invited.
Say that again.
Oh.
Maybe you could have coaxed him to come onto Indie Games Live because we invited him to Indie Games Live. But I think he,
I don't know him as well as I know the other Glitch
I
City
think he
guys.
felt like Close Castles wasn't ready enough.
Oh.
That's fair.
So, you know, which
We had-
understandably, but he should come by GT and show it off when it is.
We should.
People playing it at here. It's here to play.
It was at Indiecade too.
Too, right?
Yeah.
Keep flying in my face.
We should have. Let's have like Glitch City, dude. Let's shoot a mandatory update in Glitch City.
Yeah.
Get all you guys on.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Okay.
We're gonna do a radio show here.
Okay. I like that there's like
Has Ben told you about that?
I feel like I have a controller attached to my jaw, so when my mouth opens, I feel like I'm breathing in the microphone. It's like a nightmare maybe I've had where like every time I breathe in, microphones try to get into my mouth and then I can't breathe.
If we,
That's a really cool nightmare.
If we do a mandatory update at Glitch City, can you get us Shuhei? Can you deliver that? I know you know him. I know
You got his business
info.
card.
Oh, that's true. If you like rub Shuhei's business card against the counter really fast and you say Shuhei 3 times, he shows up.
Oh, nice.
It's like a hologram on his card.
But the counter has to be mahogany,
Oh, I see.
so we don't have any of
Well,
that.
he's got taste.
Yeah, because he's a classy guy.
What are we talking about?
I don't remember. How long have we been doing
what are we
this?
talking
Let's take a
about?
look at how long this episode has been going. We're gonna take a little field trip.
Oh, I played The Witness.
26 minutes.
Oh, you did?
Oh, we're cool. The Witness. Tell us about The Witness. We
played it
love
back at E3.
we love The Witness here on Mandatory Update nights.
Do you?
Yes.
Yes.
That's great. I'd never played it before, and then I played it today, and I felt really taken care of when I played that game. I didn't feel worried. It's like, you know, like, I don't know if this is something you're familiar with. If you have, like, a friend who's, like, a performer, an actor, a singer, and you go to, like, their show, sometimes with the friend you're worried about them because you're like, oh, they're nervous, and I don't know, and sometimes you know they're a pro. That's how I feel when I play The Witness. It's like, I'm not worried about this game.
I love that. That's great. Have you played Talos Principle?
No.
It's similar to The Witness. It's more like
Looks like The Witness.
it kind of does. Yeah, it has a witness. It's a very philosophical puzzle kind of thing. It's like Myst and Portal kind of put together. Not as kinetic as Portal, but it's really good. It's at PlayStation Experience. Check it out tomorrow. I think I'm writing a review for GameTrailers of that game.
First review ever?
First review for GameTrailers. I think Blood's gonna let me write it, and it's gonna be a train wreck.
Not to let you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk him out
Ben,
of
it was it was touch and go.
I can see you giving a game a 10 or like a 1.
I mean, that
All
is
or
my
nothing.
general thing. I'm very.
Will this be GameTrailers' first 10?
They won't
This will
let
be Game
me.
Killer's first 11.
Dude, I just found a part. I just found a part last night. This game is so fun and great, and there's so many secrets. I jumped on a statue and over a wall for no reason, expecting it not to work. And then I see a sign that says hardcore way, and it's pointing this way, and then casual way, and it's pointing up a ladder. And I climb up this ladder, and there are just a bunch of pictures up there, like photographs of people who made the game.
So you chose the casual way?
Yeah. I tried the hardcore way and I kept fucking it up. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm not hardcore enough for this. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about that, but whatever. Talos Principle is great. I love it. But yes, The Witness, I'm so jazzed for. I hope it comes out this year. Who knows?
This year's over in
not
like
me.
3 days.
This year is over in like 3 days, plus like 27.
All right. Well, we
Itching
should
my
probably
pants.
Start wrapping this up.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching. We broke a few embargoes, got real awkward. Teddy was here.
We reminisced about the sea.
The East Coast, I do want to say the East Coast does feel a little more legitimate than the West Coast. Like,
I just
speaking
have-
of the water itself,
Okay.
like
Why
for
is it
shipping,
always
Why?
back
I don't know.
east? Why is it always back east?
people do go back east.
Because you
But
go
wouldn't it be
because
back
you
west
go
as
west.
well?
Because
yeah,
people
man.
always go west.
go
Mankind
west.
started on the east and moved
you go
west
back.
over time.
Yeah, because there was Nobody lived out here before we got here, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it depends on how far back you're talking about. Cradle of civilization. Well, we all came out of Africa if you go back far enough.
Which is to the east.
To the east of here. So no, there was
When you go
nobody
back
here
far enough, though,
originally.
it was all one big landmass.
Well, Pangea, yeah. But when humans evolved, Pangea was done, and we took an ice bridge
We took
through Russia
the Bering
into Canada.
Strait to Canada.
Yeah, and
So
then
I
we
guess
came
we're
down.
All Canadians.
We're all African if you really want to go back.
African Canadian.
African Canadian, sure. European. Some people stopped off in Europe because they're lazy. And then
Good night, everybody.
I didn't mean that in an offensive way.
Shout out to DJ Tanner.
DJ Tanner.
Rocking those hits.
Marking those hits.
Turn it up by one.
Thank you, Mike Huber.
Thank you.
Thank you, Omar.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Teddy Diefenbach.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Ian.
Thank you, Elise.
Thank you, fans.
Good night and good game.
Bye.
Take the house.